going on, YouTube? It's your boy Clark back at it again with another video. In today's video, I want to show you guys where do you go to find economic news. So I know everybody has been in some kind of day trade. You just feel like the trade is going in your favor, and then out the blue, the candle just start going the opposite direction. I've been there. So I'm gonna show you guys where you can go find this news so you won't get caught in a trade while some of these news is coming out. But first, we're gonna look and see what did the stock market do yesterday. Yesterday was January the 9th, 2026. Let's go and see what the market did yesterday. All right, so we on SPY. You know, every time I get on the charts, I'm getting right on SPY. SPY is the first stock I like to look at. I like to look at SPY. Now let's look at this just without levels. Just let's see what's going on. All right, so let's go to the daily. We're gonna go to the daily chart. Let's see what's going on the daily. Look like we was coming down at the beginning of the year, but then we shot up. We shot up right after the first. So the last 4 or 5 trading days, we've been in an uptrend on the daily. All right, we're gonna go down to the 4 hour. Let's see what the 4 hour is doing. 4 hours got a nice little trend going up. Not gonna lie, nice little trend going up. We pulling back and we keep on following the trend. Everybody knows every healthy trend needs a pullback. So if you see the stock market at all-time highs and we pulling back, hey, that's just a healthy pullback. The market needs that. You want to see that. That's something you want to see. That's a healthy trend. Anything going up is not gonna just keep going. Anything gonna go up, gonna come down a little bit. Anybody running a sprint, you're gonna have to take a break and then go again. That's all the stock market is doing. We're going up and we pulling back and we following the trend. So we've been in a great little uptrend these past couple month or two, man. Not gonna lie. But let's go to the hourly. Let's see what the hourly is doing. Actually, we're gonna go down to the 5 minute. Let's see what happened yesterday. Yesterday looked like the market opened up a little choppy at the beginning of the market. Pre-market high is right here, but we got above pre-market high and we started a nice little trend, came back and retested. But the market opened up a little choppy, man. Our market opened up a little choppy, and then we start getting a nice little uptrend. That's usually how Fridays go. If you don't see, and one rule of thumb, if you don't see the market really moving in the morning from like, I like to trade from 9:30 till about 11 a.m. So if I don't see nothing on the charts around that time, I'm really not gonna go back to the charts for the day. That means hey, it's a slow day, probably a choppy day. I'll wait till tomorrow. It's always a new day. Remember that. It's always a new day. You don't have to trade today. You don't have to use all your money today. Hold that money, wait till tomorrow, trade tomorrow. So usually if you see the market real choppy in the morning, come back to the charts about 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So around 2 p.m., if you start seeing a little movement, there you go. You can take a trade. It's better to take a trade after about 2 o'clock. That's what I have seen in my last couple of years of day trade. So enough about the chart. We're getting a nice little uptrend, and we actually made all-time highs. So this is a new all-time highs. So anytime the market is at all-time highs, if you don't know, if you've been in any of my live trades, I really don't like to trade all-time high charts, man, unless I see a big rejection. I don't like to trade all-time high. I really just sit back because the market is somewhere it hasn't been before. There's no levels that I can mark and see where we pulling back at and where I should get out at, where I should take profits at. I ain't got time for that. I want the market to come back down to my levels, man, so I can get something that can make me comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to marketwatch.com. That's the website I use to find my economic news. Let's go to the website and I'm gonna show you what I look for every day. I go to this website every day to find my economic news. So let's go ahead and pull up that old Google. Google is my best friend. I use Google in everything. I use Google to start up businesses. I done had 2 or 3 businesses. I use Google, starting stocks. If I ain't know something, type it in on Google. Hey, Google is your best friend. Always use Google, all right? So we're gonna go to Google, type in economic calendar. So you're gonna go to marketwatch.com. That's this first website right here. All right, so we're on marketwatch.com. So the first couple things you wanna see is what's going on this week. So we got a CPI. We got a couple Fed presidents with speeches. This is the next week, January 12th. So we got a Fed presidents at 8 a.m., 12:30. Yeah, they can move the market a little bit, but you want to look for PPI, CPIs. You want to look for FOMC. If you see FOMC coming up on the calendar anytime before FOMC, it's always a little choppy because everybody waiting for the Fed report to come out. FOMC stands for Federal Reserve Open Market Committee. So all it is, the Fed rates, Fed cuts, and housing market. FOMC has to do with interest rate. So a lot of people want interest rate to come down so a lot of more investors can buy houses so they can get sold and people can get loans to actually qualify for houses. So that's what FOMC has to do with. So anytime you see FOMC rate cuts coming out, anytime you see Jerome Powell on the market, he about to retire, but anytime you see Jerome Powell or Fed presidents, you want to get out of any trade. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've lost my most money trying to trade FOMC meetings and FOMC. Now, if you know what you're doing, hey, cool. But usually if you see FOMC come out, what I did was I would see the news come out. I would think, hey, the chart gonna go this way, and I just throw my money in before it even come out, just thinking I'm just gonna get a big candle and be rich. I used to think that shit, and that shit is false. You want to actually, FOMC, you really don't want to trade. You really just want to sit back, see what it's doing. If it's just dropping after the news comes out, then yeah, get in the put play. If it's just dropping, get in the put play. Have a stop loss and risk management. But I've had my biggest loss on FOMC day, not gonna lie to you. But a lot of other stuff you want to see is like PPI, CPI. So CPI is Consumer Price Index, PPI is Producer Price Index. Those can make the market jump a little bit, but so sometimes if I'm in a day trade and I see CPI, PPI, sometimes if the chart is in a great trend, I'll hold it sometimes, but I wouldn't recommend that to you. If you see anything coming out, whatever time is coming out, just make sure you're not in the trade. Let the news come out, see how the market react to it, and then go from there. Don't even try to risk no money when you see news coming out. So like this day, 8:30 a.m. we got CPI and PPI. This is on Wednesday, January 14th. So that's before the market opens. So you'll see how the market reacted to that during pre-market. And of course, when you see this news coming out, you're going to see a lot of volatility in the market, a lot of volatility, candles just going everywhere. It's nothing that you should trade. I'm telling you. You should just wait for it to come out, see where the market going, how it reacted to it, and then get into play after that. You want to always have some kind of strategy to where you ain't got to react to news. You know, hey, if I'm in a trending chart and it's pulling back, I'm going to get in right after pullback. You want to consistently do something like that rather than waiting on news and thinking that you can just trade the news. No. And also one thing, I'm not going to trade no news if I know the chart. So I'll watch news. I don't focus on news, but I'll watch the news, watch what's going on in the market. Like right here, you can go up here, you can go to the Fed report, the Federal Reserve report, and you can just go look at articles, see what's going on. December 13th, just reserve news. It's gonna tell you all kind of news going on. You can look at that, but you want to know the chart. Not gonna lie to you. You want to know the chart. None of this news outweighs if you know that chart. You know that chart. You know how to read them candles. You know how to get in play. You know where the rejections at. You know how to read volume. You know how to read the price index. You can trade the chart. Don't trade the news. Trade the chart. All right. So anytime you see any kind of Fed governor speech, yeah, the market can move a little bit, but I wouldn't be too hesitant about a speech. Just make sure you watch your charts and watch your play and see what's going. If you hit your stop loss, get out. Simple as that. If it hits your stop loss, get out. Nothing in the market can hurt you if you know where your stop loss is. All right. So what else we got coming up? So we got S&P Flash 945 on a Friday. S&P Flash PMI. So PMI stands for Purchasers Market Index. So anytime you see a PMI, the market gonna react to it. You're gonna see a lot of volatility. Get out to play, but wait for the news to come out. Then trade after the news. Just so you're gonna go to marketwatch.com. I'm gonna actually show you another website you can go to just to see the overall market, see what's going on if you don't have TradingView, because you can actually pull this up in TradingView. So on marketwatch.com, this is what I go to every day. So let's use Tuesday, January the 6th as an example. So if I wake up Tuesday morning, January 6th, I want to know what's going on in the market before I day trade. I'm gonna go look right here. Hey, we got all this going on before the market open, 8:30. The market opens at 9:30 a.m. So 9:45, we got an S&P PMI. So what I would do is I don't trade 9:30 to 9:45 anyway, because it's just something. It's just one of my rules. I don't trade the first 15 minutes of the market. But if I was to trade the first 15 minutes, I would look at, hey, we got S&P final at PMI 9:45. Don't get into a trade, or if you're in a trade, just Contain your risk. Don't really risk too much because you don't know what's going to happen on this news. But if I was you, just don't even get in until after the news. Just wait for the news to come out and see where the market goes from there. All right, so let me show y'all this quick last website that I use. It is called FinViz. You can actually pull this up. You can actually pull this up on a TradingView chart also, but it's called FinViz. And it's just going to show you what the overall market doing. It's going to show you each sector and what is it doing. So on Friday, we had a nice, pretty green market. In the tech, we had AVGO up 3%, Oracle up 4%, Microsoft kind of up 0.24%. In the financial sector, we kind of had a little red. I had JP Morgan really didn't move. Wells Fargo didn't move over here. In the consumer world, we had Amazon, Tesla went up 2%. We had Google and Meta are always going to be good charts to trade. So you always want to watch stuff like that. And the big boys, Google, Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia. Eli Lilly fell over here in the healthcare sector. What else we had? So this is going to show you, all kind of what real estate, stocks, PLD. So it's just going to show you what the overall market is doing. So even when you're day trading, if you look at this, you can see, hey, what is the total market doing? You see everything green. Like I've seen this whole thing red before. You know, hey, it's blood in the market. Let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this money. So yeah, man, today's video I showed you guys where you go to actually find out what's going on in the market. So anytime you in a day trade or you finna get in a day trade or before the market opens, just know that this news is coming out and know if you get into a play, hey, it might not go your way because news coming out. News can just move the market. You always know, you notice how Trump can put out a tweet and move the market just like news. News can do the same thing. All right, man, it's your boy Clark. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back at it. All right.